Hello everyone, Nicholas Evans here. Not the horse whisperer Nicholas Evans, but the Nicholas Evans. Reflections today, Friday the 13th of December. Last night was my Christmas comedy night that I put on a comedy club that I've been organising, promoting and comparing for 3 years. So I just wanted to talk to you about how that has affected it, my attitude up to it, during it and after it today, as an interesting sort of behavioural study of the addictive mind. So it was a fantastic night. It was packed. Our capacity is about 80. The acts were amazing. We had Abby Roberts, Brendan Burns and Jeff Leach. Brendan and Jeff are the comedians that I would love to be. Dealing with material that's really personal but really funny, very clever and highly skilled. The audience were up, the energy was high. I was on fire as a compere. And usually for 3 years I just get relief at the end of it that it's over and done, or crushing disappointment that we didn't get enough people in, and I wind myself up and effectively put the whole night down because it's just the back room of a pub and I'm not a comedian performing like them, and I tended to compare and despair, and the whole negative thinking and the fear-based negativity that comes into it. It usually starts immediately at the end of the first one, and I just think, oh, I don't have to worry about it for a month now. So the fear was on me, but yesterday and all throughout I've been doing more chanting over the last week, and a lot yesterday, prayer, meditation, and trying to tell myself it's no big deal. It's just another night. Do the best that you can and leave the results alone. So I did that yesterday. I felt lighter. I didn't try and write a load of material and try to remember it, because I leave being a comedian to the professional comedians. That's their job. And I entered the night in sort of reasonably light. I worked hard to promote it, and a lot of people showed up that I know from the fellowship and friends and family. And then it was a really good night, and I really enjoyed it, and I didn't compare and despair with the acts. I appreciated them. I appreciated their skill set, and you've got to see Jeff Leach and Brendan Burns and Abby Roberts as well. And it was just a really great night. So afterwards, it's quite an interesting thing that, I'm not denigrating the night, putting it down. Oh, it was only a little pub, and like I'm not out there like Hollywood Bowl and all of that stuff. But I'm not hyping it up like, oh my God, it was amazing, and like I am the best and all of that. It was just very real, and it was a job well done, and the satisfaction coming from doing that. I prayed really to let go of it and just be the best host I could be, the best compere I could be, and to make the people that came along and paid good money to have the best night that they could have, and that's what happened. So that was cool. So I'm pleased about that. So the reflections really is about having no fat on stuff, to make it all very lean, to clear away this fucking headspace, this negative, awful, constant stuff, and just get on with it, which makes it either good or bad, but it is what it is. It's always something. It's this cloud that gets in the way. So today, obviously it's a little part of me that wants to text people and say, oh, thanks for coming, that sort of fake humility, in order for them to keep the the praise going, and like, oh my God, it was amazing and you're fantastic. So, oh, thank you, shucks, more. But I'm okay about it, and it was what it was. This is a comedy night for 75 people. Comedy Chops is going to keep going next year. I'm going to keep doing it because I'm good at it and people enjoy it. And it's an interesting, it's an interesting marker for my spiritual growth, because Just like in the past, I used marathons and endurance sports in terms of challenging myself and my body to do things that I thought it couldn't do, like an Ironman or run 26 miles or whatever, this is also the case of, can I actually do something and enjoy it? And can I challenge myself in that way? So it highlights all the defects of character, all the negative thinking, and it's an interesting challenge to myself to not sit in that and to move it to one side and move to a different space. So that's my reflections today on Friday the 13th. Yeah, it feels good. You know, it feels good. Obviously, a little part of me, you know, would have liked 75,000 people and to make 230 grand instead of £23. But it's progress. So have a great weekend. I love you all. Together we are stronger. We really are. Share and care. Love you very much. Bye.